Haley, I can send you an email with them. Um, so make sure that you have things. Grayson, do you have a question?
What if I don't want
I
to?
think what Jackson means, I think he might have ripped his pants.
I don't think he went full SpongeBob with it.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely said his interactive notebook is what it is. I also just started recording, so we don't necessarily need to talk about ripped pants. It's not what we're doing. What we are doing is filling in the interactive notebook. Like I said, the pages that you need are the ones that say percentage applications, and the one right behind it that looks like this. That was just for the recording. I know you guys already heard me the first time. Jackson, if you can't tape it back together, then I really don't know what to tell you.
It's like Humpty Dumpty.
You don't understand. It's the actual page that you're supposed to cut out.
Oh. Then you'll have to write notes by hand.
It's like Humpty Dumpty. Couldn't put them back together again.
Kahali, please be careful with scissors.
Why? They're like little Beagle toy.
Hollis, stop being a bad influence.
I said
Fine.
Nikki almost killed herself, but I didn't. What? I died.
I'm assuming that meant that you were messing around with scissors.
Yes. Scissors are
She
good.
tripped on my bed and she fell and she almost flipped the bed. It was really funny.
Huh. Well, I guess
Yes.
they're basically two knives taped together.
You should run with scissors. And they're good for little kids.
And if you run with scissors, the plus is that you get a glass eyeball.
Please don't run. Why are you all terrible, terrible influences on each other?
Why not?
Just do your interactive notebook, please.
What's the harm? There's no harm in running with scissors.
Wait, do we have cameras on that are dangerous? There's a lot of harm in running with scissors.
There's zero harm with running with scissors. Not a single ounce of it.
Grayson, that's mean.
Okay. So anyway, will 2 minutes-ish be enough to finish this?
Absolutely. Definitely not.
Enrique, I know you're really slow at cutting things out.
Because
Okay.
he almost cut his finger off in like every other grade more than once.
Then I appreciate you going slow and being careful. But okay, a lot of people are saying they need a little bit.
One paper or two?
There's two. So there's the first page is percentage applications. It looks like this. It's got a little percentage applications and a percentage change equation. And the second one has all these things. So there's a pawn shop owner, there's Leah, there's Roy, and there's Cecily. I don't think that's how you're supposed to spell that, but okay. Huh. I've never seen that name before. Sounds French. Jay, you're unmuted. I don't know what you're talking about, but I fixed it.
Silence.
I know, isn't it nice?
Just cut this part out of the recording.
That takes effort on my part, and I'm not gonna do that.
Wow.
Nah, that takes energy.
It takes more than 0 effort.
If I was gonna do that, I would have to actually use video editing software, and that would be a pain.
Minimum effort.
Or you could just pause the recording.
That might be true. I'm not actually sure.
So, why do you care, Jay?
Thomas, if you're finished, give me just a minute. I want to give everybody a chance to finish, and then we'll go on to the vocabulary.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
You know, I switched it back to where you guys can talk in the public chat. Dylan figured it out.
I just sent it to
I
TJ.
figured it out instantly.
I know, I already sent it to him. Did you read the last thing I sent you?
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall and landed on. Hey, you bully.
All right, Hollis. If you're going to be talking about stuff that's not relevant to class, then you need to be quiet.
I can't do that.
I was just gonna say, did you really tell Hollis to be quiet and stop talking?
I sure did. Hey, I may be naive, but I have a mute button, so.
Like
Hey, a guy
I
can
have
try.
an unmute button, so wah ha ha ha.
sits there in silence.
Am I supposed to cut the sales tax and discount thing?
Sales tax and discount thing? Oh, they're supposed to fold up. So don't cut them all the way, but cut it close.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I kind of marked
Now I'm-
with a red line. You probably only want to cut them to like here-ish, so that you can glue a little bit of a side so they can fold up still.
I'm gonna cut them in half, right through the words.
That sounds like a bad idea, but hey. Okay, you guys have another 60 seconds, and then I'm going to move on to the actual vocabulary.
Do you see it was a bad idea? Or do you see it was a dad idea?
I said it was a bad
Wait,
idea.
is that Thomas?
Yep.
Oh no, the
Oh.
FBI, they found me.
He can talk?
Brooklyn is the
No.
FBI. Andy, you can take a picture of it and make sure you get the stuff in the right spot if you need
That
to.
means I can take people down because I'm powerful.
No. No. No.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Because they're all talking so much.
No.
Do you have access to a mute button during
I
in
obviously
person?
cut.
I wish I had access to a mute button in person. The mute button in person is sending you to distance learning, so you don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, we're going to move on. If you guys haven't quite finished this, I can go back to it in a little bit, but I want to give people a chance to get out. So as long as you have the vocabulary done, you will be able to get started with this. So the first vocabulary word is percent of change. And this is the percent a quantity increases or decreases compared to the original amount. As long as you have your interactive notebook and haven't ripped it in half, you'll have this formula already written for you, so you don't need to write it anywhere. If for some reason you ripped your pages in half and you need to write this down by hand, make sure you have this somewhere as well, because we will be using it starting tomorrow.
I don't really want to though.
Why is there a dying manatee on the call?
A what?
I know it's an interactive notebook day, but man, you guys are talkative today. which I guess is by comparison to first class good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talk way less now than I did then.
No. I mean, like first period today, they never said a thing. They sat there just blank screens.
How would you deal with that?
Hey, that's
The opposite of
boring.
this.
You want the active class.
I just
Well-
threatened to practice my singing, and then they all started talking.
No.
I would too.
Same.
I would mute my computer.
See, I have power. Okay, does anybody need more time to write this down?
Yeah, I ripped some of my papers out, and now I don't know where they are.
Okay,
Mr.
right now
Perry.
you should be focusing on writing this down, Jay.
Now I'm gonna go find my papers. Be back in an hour.
Okay. Okay, it looks like a lot of you need more time, so I will give you more time. Did you have a question, Hollis?
What? I never
Yeah,
have any
question.
questions. I know everything.
Good
I will-
attitude.
I wish.
I was being sarcastic. That's not a good attitude.
I get it.
Okay.
Do you just blame that on me, Grayson?
Because I found my paper.
No, that was me, but TJ's not happy about it.
Okay,
said-
Grayson, Hollis, if you're going to be talking about a conversation you're having on your phone, you need to not do it during class, please. You shouldn't even be on your phones right now.
I'm
Or
not.
Google Chat or whatever you're using.
Hollis.
Well, we are.
I'm watching
Shut
YouTube.
it
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, moving on.
My dog's
The next vocabulary word, markup, the increase in the price of an item. So this is like, for instance, if Brooklyn is going to open up a cookie selling business, it costs her 20 cents to make each cookie and she sells them for $1. She marked them up 80 cents. You were the first one in my chat, Brooklyn, so I just picked you.
Cool.
But then Hollis comes along as a business partner and says, no, we can sell these for $1.50. So then the markup would be $1.30.
Whatever.
Why is Hollis my business partner?
I don't know.
I would not be a very good business partner.
That's true.
Hollis would be the one eating all the cookies along with Jackson.
Oh, I did forget. I forgot Jackson was in this class. I shouldn't mention cookies.
Cookies.
Depends on what flavor.
Okay, this one's pretty short. So does anybody need more time?
Yes, we all do.
I don't think you all do.
We all do.
All right. Next word is discount, which is the decrease in the price of an item. So this one is much more fun if you're buying stuff. Stuff gets marked down. It'd be so nice if things were marked down 80%, like in real life ever. That'd be so cool.
Or in 109.
That's 10%. It's a percent sign, but it's blocked off by the other side.
Whatever.
I don't think they're going to pay you to take their product, although that would also be really nice.
Yeah.
You know what I've always been hoping for? Even like a 20% off at the Dollar Tree. That'd be like a dream come true.
Why? You only have to pay $1 to get anything.
Yeah,
Because then you can get 5 things for every $4 instead.
Yeah. But then would they really be like, I guess.
A Dollar Tree would be like an 80-cent tree.
Yeah.
Now we're learning about discounts. This is useful.
Yep, this is a very useful unit.
Actually.
And the last one is actually kind of less useful in Oregon, but it's useful in pretty much every other state. Sales tax, an amount added to the cost of an item as determined by a state, county, or city. So none of you have to deal with that here in Oregon, but if any of you have gone to California or Washington or Idaho or Nevada or really anywhere else in the US except for a couple of places, you might have walked up to go pay for something that cost $1 with a dollar bill in your hand and then had them say, that'll be $1.06. And then you have to awkwardly walk back and go get more money because you're an 8-year-old who didn't know that Burger King was going to charge them an extra 6 cents for a small fry. I may or may not be speaking from experience there.
You actually had that happen to you?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we were up visiting my cousins, somebody in Washington, and I walked up to pay for. I wanted to get a little small fry when we were at Burger King, so I walked up with $1. And they were like, "That's $1.06," and I was like, "Oh, I have to go get more money."
But why was it 6 cents extra?
Because Washington has a sales tax of 6.5%. So everything there costs 6.5% more than the listed price.
Should you have technically paid half a penny more?
Yeah, but they rounded down, I guess. I think it was like 99 cents or something. I don't remember. I remember having to ask my mom for a dime. Point is, if you go to pretty much any state except for Oregon, Alaska, Montana, Delaware, and New Hampshire, you'll have to pay extra for everything.
Yeah, I think I'm staying in Oregon.
But they make up for that by having less sales tax or income tax. So like Washington, you pay very little state income tax. Just saying. See, now we're learning about taxes. So Jackson is
I have a fun fact.
getting a little bit ahead of us for a second. Give me just a second, Brooklyn, and I'll let you do your fun fact. Hold on. I reopened the percentage parts quiz, or opened the retake of it to anybody who did not get a 4. There are a few people in this class that have not even taken it yet. So if you haven't taken it yet, please do that. And then also the Back to Basics week stuff is graded and in the grade book. There are a lot of people that have 0s and 1s on that. If you have a 0 or a 1 on that, there's really no excuse because all you have to do is watch the video and take the notes. So that's something that if you haven't already finished, you need to go work on. But otherwise, as soon as you finish up these vocab words, you're good to go. Yeah. And Brooklyn, let me stop the recording before I